According to a new report, Canadians are not donating enough organs to meet the demands of patients. Despite an increased need, the Canadian Institute for Health Information says that the number of donations in 2010 was on par with those from 2006. And as the number of organs drop, the number of those needing them is on the rise. Tonight, I'm joined in studio by Sabat. He was an organ recipient. He received a heart transplant in 2003. Eddie, welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me.
I'm so happy that we can talk about your heart on Valentine's Day. Why did you need a new one?
I was diagnosed with hypertrophic cardiomyopathy.
What's
big
that?
long word. A form of heart disease when I was 19 years old.
19?
And at that point in time, it was fluke that they diagnosed it. I was having my appendix removed, and they noticed a heart murmur and referred me to a cardiologist and said, you got to go see them for this. And I had no idea what I was going into or what they would be telling me, for that matter. So.
And how long were you told you would have to wait?
They said it could be 4 to 6 months or longer. And ironically enough, I met somebody while I was waiting who had been waiting over a year. So I didn't really have my hopes up that it would happen anytime soon.
But it happened quickly for you.
It did. It happened within just over 2 weeks.
That's remarkable.
Yeah, it was an amazing. I didn't believe it when we got the call. We got the call 11:30 at night, and I didn't believe it, but it happened. It was there.
I'm always curious about the circumstances surrounding the donation. Do they tell you what happened and why there's a heart or an organ available?
They don't give you the details, and for good reason they don't. But they just tell you a heart's become available. Come down to the hospital. We're going to sort of do a second check of the heart, and if it meets the criteria, we're going to do the surgery. So they called me 11:30. The surgery wasn't done till 1 o'clock the next afternoon.
What a huge sense of relief.
Yes, it was. Absolutely.
So you had a few complications after the surgery. Talk to us about that and how your body accepted or rejected the new heart.
Sure. Organ donation, my situation I think was rather unique in that I had other side complications totally unrelated to the heart. I had to have a small bowel resection where they actually removed 6 inches of my bowel 5 days after the transplant, but that's not common. That had to do with other things. The fact that my heart survived that surgery, the new heart survived that surgery, is a testament to how well it had functioned. In fact, my cardiologist said to me, if this was your old heart, you might not have survived that surgery.
My goodness.
So, and then because of that, 2 weeks after that surgery, I had to have a right lung thoracotomy. And I feel like a walking miracle after going through 3 significant surgeries like that.
And this was back in 2003. I look at you sitting here in the studio today. You look healthy as can be.
Thank you.
You're smiling, you're vibrant. How do you feel now?
Amazing. It's just this amazing gift I've received, this incredible gift. Words just can't really describe how appreciative myself or any recipient is, for that matter. So what I've done personally is I've tried to give back. We can write a thank you letter to the donor. It's kept all anonymous. But what I've tried to do, I've done that, and I've also tried to give back. I participate with HeartLink's Heart Transplant Support Group, part of the Trillium Gift of Life, and trying to get the word out about organ donation and the new website, beadonor.ca, hopefully to get registration and consent up even more.
Do you have any theories on why there aren't more hearts and organs available for transplant? Why are people hesitant to do this?
Before my surgery, I almost thought it was science fiction, if you will. So I think awareness and education. I know that here in Ontario, since 2001, there was 128 donors in 2001, and now we're at 200 as of 2010. So we are making progress here in Ontario. I think that needs to be expanded to the other provinces and across the country in some capacity. So, but it's talking about death, and nobody really wants to do that or feels comfortable doing that until, unfortunately, the moment's there. But we know for a fact that if somebody has consented, the discussion with their loved ones at that time results in a much higher consent to organ donation than if they're just approached out of the blue and they've never discussed this. So if individuals talk to their family and they register their wishes on beadonor.ca, it'll make a difference. Definitely in Ontario, and hopefully we can extend this to the other provinces to make a difference there as well.
One final thought from you, because obviously this changed you physically. What about mentally, psychologically? Do you have a different outlook now on life?
I appreciate every day I've been given. Every day is a gift. And I know that what I've been given, I have to treasure because I know somebody had to pass away for me to be here. So that we live with that, there's challenges with that, obviously, but we each do our best to make the most of that. And we have wonderful resources at the Toronto General Hospital to help us. Our transplant team's amazing. We said a thank you to them today. So we take each day by day, but I've been able to look forward. I've gotten to the point in my life, I now have a beautiful wife and 2 wonderful girls, and I can look forward to the future, to have a future, whereas before it was stand by the phone and see if a call would come.
Eddie Sabat, thank you so much for talking to us, and happy Valentine's Day.
Thank you, and happy Valentine's Day to you as well.
Okay, thank you. Coming up after the break, why Chris Brown's Grammy performance is sparking outrage on the internet.